He mad because Kawhi been busting their ass all year. Everybody at Real Talk love, Kawhi done spanked their ass, bent him over straight belt. Ha! Ha! Shut up! Ha! Ha! I told your ass. That's what Kawhi been doing to these niggas all season. And Real Talk is boiling inside. He can't hate. He hates it.
So
he is a certified Kawhi Leonard hater.
He's averaging 28 points per game, which is the most in his career. 6.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 2.1 steals. He's shooting 49.5% from the field, 38.9 from 3 and 7 attempts a game, 91% from the free throw line. And he has been a killer pull-up shooter, killer isolation, been a good post scorer. Ox, if this was ever a year for agendas for Kawhi Leonard, this would be the season. He has been exceptional this year. Maybe his best year since he was at his peak when he was playing with the Spurs, obviously that like 16-17 run that he was having. He's been phenomenal, Ox.
I want to ask if this is the best year of his career.
No,
it's not.
What year would you consider?
Because it's only because that year we were talking about last week with the 16-17 year and all that. Like that's a different beast. But he's playing phenomenal.
I got 20. I got 21. I got 21 over this.
Yeah, 21 was
I mean, Kawhi has always been a pretty,
season.
well, not always, but after. Yeah, man, yeah. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't know. It's just Kawhi Leonard, and he's a baller. So anytime he's healthy, he's killing shit. But
he was really good yesterday.
It speaks for itself. I don't understand what you mean by agendas. Like, you don't got to push agendas. Just watch basketball. You
think Kawhi's better than certain players in the league that.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's just a little talk. That's just talking a little shit. Just watch.
A little agenda. It's not bad to have an agenda. Everybody has an agenda.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I just, what I'm saying. Kawhi's a baller.
True, though.
Simple, you know what I'm saying? It's just really simple as that. Man, Kawhi is just nasty. Just watch the games.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. Absolutely.
41 points is crazy, especially on the kind of shot diet he has.
I do want to say I've been quite negative about the young man. So let me give him some compliments. I think I tweeted out yesterday, I think Kawhi Leonard has been a top 7 to 8 player this year. You could argue top 5. I'm not mad at it. He's having a phenomenal season this year. He's playing the games, which is all that we really wanted to do. At least me and Chill. That's really Chill. That's all we wanted. For him to be available.
We never talked about his game.
This ain't what you wanted. This ain't what you wanted.
We never talked about him. Ain't no hell no. We never talked about his game.
This
ain't
what
Kawhi top 10 talks when healthy are done. That was his.
This ain't what you
want.
So that's
he started off the season playing.
Y'all some fakers. Look at these two down here. Look at these two down here. Y'all some fakers.
Yeah,
talking about his game.
This ain't what you want.
Because when I saw him healthy last year in the 37 games he played,
I'm not saying you didn't have a reason to say it. You said you weren't talking about his game. Okay, I'm saying you were.
Right. Okay, I was talking about his game, but also
what you want.
Also,
this
I had a
sound
problem
like
because
much
he
of
was
an
making the
apology.
most money, and then James Harden was getting blamed for everything. But I think that he has had a resurgence in his play,
right?
Because I do think he's playing better right now than he has in years. That is a fact. That is a fact.
If this is an apology, this is not the kind of apology I was looking for.
I'm not apologizing for anything. So I'm giving him his credit. He's playing phenomenal basketball right now, so I'm going to give him his credit.
What are we apologizing for?
Kawhi Leonard's played more games. By the way, Mars, Kawhi Leonard's played more games this year than AD has for the Mavericks.
You said that
at all in his whole
16
career.
times already. We already know that. Sure. Yeah, we know that he's played more games than Anthony Davis.
Nah, but it's still, if AD's healthy, the Wizards going to the finals.
Right, and I already said that. I'm done.
Wait, he said what?
I'm already early. Yeah, I'm already early.
See,
but
AD and Trae Young healthy next year. Ooh, watch out.
I think they're a playoff team. But with that being said, I don't think that there's any what apology does Kawhi Leonard need? Like, what are we sorry about?
The way you've been talking about him.
Okay, so the way I'm talking about him in terms of his health, the fact that he hasn't been available, never discussed his game ever. Never have I said anything about his game falling off. I said that from physically, he's not able to do the stuff that he used to be able to do. Well, he's been able to be healthy. So because he's been able to be healthy, he's actually been playing good. And that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. I
All
never
right. I
said.
see Real Talk got some nice lighting behind him that's not allowing him to apologize. Chills on his prideful walk.
When am I apologizing?
I want to hear an apology.
It's not a problem. I'm not giving
you
an
need an apology for Kawhi.
I'm not apologizing off the strength. I'm not apologizing off the strength that this guy has not been around. He's been around. He's been around when it matters, but he hasn't been around as consistent as I'd like for him to be around. That was it. I never questioned Kawhi.
Well, hold on, wait, chill, because I'm not appreciating. I need W host back because this thing. I don't know what this thing doing right now. I don't know why we're being asked to apologize.
For what? What am I apologizing for?
What are we apologizing for?
Right.
He's playing great basketball right now. I would be then a hypocrite if I were to come up here and say, oh, I'm going to act like I don't see what he's doing and act like he's still the level of player I thought he was. Yes, he is playing better than I expected. What am I apologizing for, though? In the last few years, last year he played 37 games and he got that ass knocked out in the first round, and then all of his minions went around blaming the left-handed player.
Right here.
The year before that, he couldn't even play in the postseason because he played in the regular season. And so I'm not understanding. Kawhi Leonard has always, for the life of me, I don't know why, has been deemed this top 10, top 5 player when healthy. And then nobody holds him to these standards. And every time Kawhi Leonard actually plays well, it's like, oh, apologize. For what? What am I apologizing for?
Is Kawhi Leonard in top 10 talks right now? Is Kawhi Leonard in top 10 talks right now?
He should be.
He should be. He's playing like it.
So was you wrong when you said he's not in those talks anymore when healthy?
Nah, because last year he wasn't a top tier player, and this year when he started, he wasn't a top tier player. But right now he is. Are we gonna sit here and honestly say Kawhi Leonard last year was a top tier player?
No,
you don't have to.
Not.
You said those talks are done now. That's what you said. You said they're done. But they're clearly not done.
Going off last
but they're clearly not done though.
So he's had a resurgence.
So 2 of the last 3 years,
he was
wrong.
So you was wrong. Yeah, go Clay.
Yeah, I was wrong, but I'm not going to apologize. So
you don't have to apologize for being wrong. Just acknowledging you was wrong is fine.
I want to be clear. I want to be clear that I never said the words apologize. I don't care if you apologize or not. I don't think you should apologize. That's not what I said.
He just wants you to say his name.
I just want to be clear about that.
100%
real talk and chill. That I never once said that you guys owe Kawhi an apology. I didn't say that.
Okay, well, if Ox is satisfied, I'm satisfied. I appreciate Real Talk.
I'm never satisfied. I'm tired of the hater shit, but doesn't mean I need to apologize.
Shout out to you all.
But y'all know, because the words Real Talk said, this is what we wanted. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. You know it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't act like, oh, I've been trying to support Kawhi.
Okay, wait. Stop right
there. Chill. And that's why I said to that, because I knew you was going to get triggered by that. I knew you was going to get triggered by that. You're triggered now, and I knew you were going to be. Chill. I'm saying don't act like that. Don't be that guy. Chill. Just stand on your nuts. Y'all know y'all don't want this.
Okay,
and you know you don't want this.
First of
y'all love to see Kawhi down. Y'all love kicking him while he's down. Y'all love talking that shit. Y'all love dragging his name through the mud. That's what I'm saying. Just keep doing it. Here we go.
Everybody knows the Clippers aren't good.
There we go. There you go.
Hey, guess what? He's gonna have a great regular season. He's gonna get bounced in the first round. And make it there, nigga. So matter of fact, I'm gonna do a pool.
More than a joke.
That's the real talk. That's the real talk right there. This the nigga we've been waiting for right here.
Come winning time, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter anymore.
Here we go right here. This the nigga right here I've been waiting for to show his true colors. That's what I was saying, chat, and that's it. That's it. All I was saying is we know this ain't really what Real Talk want. And he just showed his ass right there. We know what's really going on right now.
This is the guy on the floor.
I came up to me. He said, oh, what? You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk about your boyfriend? He get mad. He mad. He mad because Kawhi been busting their ass all year. Everybody at Real Talk love, Kawhi done spanked their ass. Bent him over straight belt. Ha! Ha! Shut up. Ha! Ha! I told Joe ass. That's what Kawhi been doing to these niggas all season. And Real Talk is boiling inside. He can't hate. He hates it.
So
he is a certified Kawhi Leonard hater. And that's it. That's all there is to it.
So
and you too, Chill. You a goddamn Kawhi Leonard hater too. You know you is. Y'all ain't happy.
So real talk. Who Ox is the instigator on the floor. He's trying to get you to get a technical foul. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he's talking to you. That's why he's getting in your ear. See, unfortunately,
I ain't gonna lie. That was
absolutely. But see, unfortunately, I've seen Ox before, right? So I know that all I got to do is smile at him and he'll just go away. Here's the difference, though. This is the thing that he left out. Why would I not want to see? Considering the archetype player that I love, the athletic wing, the money mid-range, the guy who can finish at the rim, why would I not want to see a guy like that consistently on the floor? Turns out that's Kawhi Leonard. That's who Kawhi Leonard is. Why would I not want to see him? Why do I want to see him on the sideline when I see him in the playoffs get busy in the first couple of games and looks like the best player in the game? Why would I not want to continue to see that? Because I'm a hater of Kawhi Leonard? Absolutely not. In fact, I would love to see that more. But the problem is that physically he can't hold up, which is my issue with him. Not because of his game, which I said that in the beginning. So, Ox, if you think you're going to talk me into a technical foul, if you think you're going to talk me off my game, if you think you're going to talk me off the stripe where I'm going to miss some free throws, it's not happening, brother, because you're dealing with a pro over here. Go talk that to somebody else. It ain't happening with me. I always dug Kawhi Leonard. I will always dig Kawhi Leonard. He's just physically has not been able to hold up, and that's been my biggest issue with him.
You wasn't hold him to them standards now.
I'm gonna tell you why Chill wasn't feeling Kawhi, because he was the guy. Kawhi Leonard was the guy that wasn't afraid of LeBron. That was the problem. That was your problem, Chill. Yeah, Mars. It's a fact. It's a fact. Kawhi was the guy that was not scared of Bron. Kawhi was the young dude that was trying to get after Bron, and you didn't like that. You wanted him to get away. When Kawhi got to LA and started spanking Bron, your ass was pissed. You were pissed about it. You didn't like that. You didn't like the record. You didn't like that his record in LA was better than Bron's. That's why you wasn't feeling DeMontis, because he used to go down there and spank AD. Chill. We all know this. Chill. We've been here. We've been seeing this. I've been seeing it. So and we all been seeing it. That's why when Kawhi started getting hurt, you was like, whew. Thank God.
Okay, so with everything,
thank God.
So everything that Ox just said, Swiper. So
it all leads back to Bron.
So with everything that Ox just said, right? I'm on in 5 days a week, ladies and gentlemen, right here from 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock West Pacific Standard Time. I am on an international debate show, which is comprised of competition. I love the competition. So why would my favorite archetype of player, going up against my favorite player? Competition, why would I not want to see that on the regular? Because I hate Kawhi Leonard, because I'm afraid of James and his legacy being in jeopardy because Kawhi Leonard is showing up. In fact, that would enhance it because he goes up against him and he busts his ass. So I want to see that on the regular, but physically he can't hold up. This has nothing to do with James and everything to do with your man physically not being able to hold up. That's what this whole thing is about. This ain't about nothing else. But then why
does that bother you so much, Chill? Why are you upset? Because Kawhi, why if Kawhi gets hurt, why does that turn into Kawhi hatred? Like why do you turn it into, oh well, he can't stay up. He can't. Why does that anger you so much?
Because I see how
why is that? Because why is it that you don't feel the same way about Anthony Davis? Why is it that when it's Kawhi Leonard, you turn that into Kawhi hatred? That's what I don't understand.
I'll say number one, it's not Kawhi hatred. Number two, I see how good he is. So my favorite archetype of player being as good as he can be, and the fact that he isn't being able physically to stand up and continue to do it, it's very disappointing for me. And yes, I do show my frustration because I would love to see him be not necessarily injury-free, because none of these guys are injury-free, but for him to be able to play longer and to be able to hold up so I can see the best of him regularly, so I can talk about him like I talk about the greats. Only except he hasn't been able to do that. That's why I get so upset with him. For that reason right there.
Am I in the Matrix? Are we in the Matrix right now?
Look at this nigga right here. He can't help himself.
Okay, for me, I'll speak for me. For me, the thing that started to get annoying about Kawhi Leonard is the fact that everybody just kept referring to him as this top-notch S-tier player when he hadn't been playing the games. And so to me, I'm like, how do we keep just ranking him over these other people that are playing? How do I keep saying that? Yeah, Kawhi is just better than Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum is playing the games. I don't like that. That's what got Kawhi moved down the list. That's what started it. And then he went out there as the S-tier player. Here we go. Game 8, swipe. Hey, series set. Kawhi Leonard, he got to not play the whole regular season because the team was good enough to get to the playoffs without him. So we're set. Kawhi Leonard is healthy. Whoa. Kawhi Leonard is healthy. Kawhi Leonard is healthy, swipe. So here I am. Okay, let me sit back. Let me kick my leg up.
What you mean? He was healthy and didn't play last season?
I want to see the top. No, stop. I want to see the top.
Stop lying.
Player. He was healthy.
Yes, he was healthy.
No, he was healthy.
And he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing.
When? See what I'm saying, Chill? See what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
He's healthy. He is healthy. He then
I just want to clarify. Just clarify. Real talk. Clarify. Real talk. Just clarify. Just clarify. When you say he was healthy, you're saying that at the beginning of last season he was healthy and just decided not to play? I just want you to clear. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying.
No, I'm saying come playoff time, he was healthy last season.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And so this is what we have been waiting for. A healthy Kawhi Leonard, because everybody kept saying that a healthy Kawhi, he's still tough. He's still this level of player. Cool, got it. We got to see it in a playoff setting. On top of that, it's playoff Kawhi, Chill. Hey, don't you know that Kawhi Leonard gets better in the playoffs than he even is in the regular season, which is statistically a fact if you look at his prime years. So, okay, game set, series set. You get to play against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And what do you go out there and do? You get 21, 22, 22, and you get that ass bounce. You have one good game.
You ain't see game 2? Yeah, you see game 2.
The one good game he has. Here goes everybody. I told you. Top 5. I told you. He's still top 5 with healthy. I told you. And then he proceeded to never hit that level again in the series. He had one game.
You say I never. This what I'm saying. Y'all would keep acting like Kawhi Leonard had a bad series. Like 22 points.
A bad series. He didn't have a top 10 series. He didn't.
Okay, once again, y'all would keep trying to act like these last playoffs, Kawhi Leonard did not, and maybe now you're trying to take it down a notch.
Well, he did
in real time, y'all trying to act like Kawhi Leonard had a bad series.
What he did last year, do with James Harden. What he did last year in the playoffs was that sufficient for a top 10 player?
I think he had a good series last. I think he had a good series.
That's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is, was it sufficient for a top 10 player?
I mean, what does that mean, Chill? What does that mean?
So I'm a top 10 player going into the playoffs. Did he play to the level of a top 10 player last year in the playoffs?
I think he did what he had to do to compete all right. Okay, no, and I'm answering the question. I'm answering the question. I think Kawhi Leonard had a good series. I think he played well enough to get his team to compete against the Denver Nuggets.
Yes. So that's a yes.
I think, in fact, Chill, Kawhi Leonard played good enough to win that series.
Okay,
if it wasn't, if it wasn't for the heroics of Aaron Gordon in those 2 games, that when we were watching these games live, Chill, Kawhi Leonard played good enough to win that series. So Aaron Gordon got that last minute tip dunk and then he hit that last minute 3-ball.
Sure.
If it wasn't for a heroic effort.
Yep.
A heroic effort, 2 heroic plays by Aaron Gordon. The Clippers played well enough to win that series. So that's what I was saying the whole time.
Chill.
That was not. Hold on.
Go ahead, politician. Go ahead, politician.
Fine, politician, call it what you want. Once again, I don't think that was a bad series. I think, in fact, that was probably the best series of the playoffs. And you don't get that best series of the playoffs without Kawhi Leonard playing good basketball. You know what I'm saying? In game 7,
the series being great.
in game 7, Kawhi Leonard played terrible. James Harden played terrible. So what else? What is there to say?
I only hear one of them play terribly.
Exactly. So
that's the first time I've heard that.
No, you've never heard me say that I think Kawhi Leonard played good in game 7. You have never heard me.
No, I've never heard you talk about Kawhi in game 7. That's the first time I've heard you.
Exactly. No, was literally your first time ever saying.
And I'm not saying
that's not true. That's not true. Real talk. That is not true. See, this is the thing. Y'all don't be watching Chill with Chill. Y'all don't be watching Chill with Chill. That's just what it is.
Guilty.
Sometimes I do.
Which is on Saturdays. Which is on Saturdays.
Hey,
it's
man,
a damn good show.
Come check it out. Are busy.
Which is on Saturdays.
Recreational.
But my thing, and once again, see, you get real bent out of shape about the James Harden thing. That nigga be playing like a bum sometimes. Like, what's wrong with that?
He was trash in game 7 for sure. He was trash.
All I'm saying is,
I've heard you say Kawhi was also bad. First time I've heard that.
Chill. This is our second time having this conversation with Ox. Okay? Second time about that series. The first time, he blamed it on James Harden. I vividly remember this conversation. All you said was James Harden was a bum in game 7. James Harden was a bum in game 7. James Harden was a bum in game 7.
He was.
And then we're having this conversation a second time, Chill. And now it's, Aaron Gordon. You know, it was just the heroics of Aaron. And if that didn't happen,
did you not watch that series? We'll talk. I watched every minute of every game. Did you not watch that series?
Like the 15th best player in the league when he's supposed to be playing like the 7th, 6th, 5th best player in the league, because that's all I've heard he was when he's healthy. And he was healthy, and he didn't play to that standard.
Shout out to Playback too.
Very point blank.
Very
point blank.
You know, real talk. You got to tap in more, bro. You just got to tap in a little bit. You think this is the second time we've talked about this series? You just ain't been here.
No, I'm saying we.
Okay, and that's just because when you're involved in the conversation doesn't mean that that's the only time the conversation happens.
Oh no, I know,
but I'm saying the only time I've heard it.
And we've definitely talked about the heroics of Aaron Gordon. We talked about the heroics of Aaron Gordon during those games. After those games, during the series, we talked about that on Playback. We talked about it on Chill. We talked about it up here on the panel. Aaron Gordon came through and won that series. You know what I'm saying? Like that's and that doesn't mean, and those are plays, like you said, in basketball, real talk, there's gonna be good times, bad times, consistencies, inconsistencies, a game of runs, right?
Like cataracts, Miles. I gotta get my prescription.
Real, like Aaron Gordon came through and sealed the deal on the game. It was specifically game 4. Specifically game 4, the Clippers had that shit in the bag. Go up 3-1. Aaron Gordon comes through in those last couple minutes.
By the way, before that, Aaron Gordon shot was going overtime.
In game 4, Aaron Gordon came through and stole that series. The Denver was staring at going down 1-3 right there in the face.
It was going into overtime though, so like we don't know what.
I've never seen a game-winning tip dunk. I will say that I've never seen it. It was great. In the playoffs, I've never seen it.
Swipe it. Don't swipe it. Let's just relax. Take a deep breath. But you guys were staring at 3-1.
But they were up 20 by the way in that game too.
Oh, what do you mean you never seen
I've never seen a buzzer-beating tip dunk.
Did you not just see DeAndre Ayton dunk the ball for the game when he was in Phoenix? 100%.
That's not a tip dunk. That was an inbound play, right?
Yeah, like the Duncan one was an inbound play, or Dwight
Aaron Gordon was an offensive rebound putback dunk at the buzzer.
Yeah,
to win a playoff game. I've never seen that. I'm not saying it's never happened. I haven't watched every playoff game in history, but that was the first time I'd ever seen a go home buzzer be a putback.
A walk off, sure.
That's a fact. Because and the thing is, they won the team. They lost that series to the team that was the best team. You know what I'm saying? They were a hamstring away from the championship.
I will
even without Michael Porter Jr.
Aaron Gordon to stay in shape.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.